Hey, so tonight I wanted to discuss Lars Frederiksen and the Bastards' debut album from I think 2000 or 2001. Either way, it came out a million years ago. And the reason I wanted to discuss it is because a few days ago I got this as well as Viking from Tapehead City in the mail, and I wanted to discuss both the record as well as the quality of the cassette releases that Tapehead City are putting out. This, of course, is my first introduction to them and the type of work that they do. And I have to say, I am ridiculously impressed. Jesus! Okay, nothing fell. Okay, it was just the little dudes. They fell down, and they caused a lot of problems for themselves. Scared the shit out of me, too. I thought Leatherface was falling on me again because that happened in I can't remember which review it happened in, but that fucking asshole Leatherface fell down on me. They dropped. They're going to stay there till the end of this because I'm not fixing it. But yeah, nonetheless, back to this. I was really surprised I expected the quality to be high. I think I said this already in the review for Viking, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But everything about this was fantastic. This time I got I hope this is yellow. I'm colorblind. Could be green. People like me, we don't know. And everybody else likes to make fun of us for it. Someone out there will tell me, no, it's fucking pink. No, it's blue. You know, I know it's not pink or blue. But it could be green, it could be yellow. I'm not 100%. And the quality of the paper that the inlay is printed on it feels so good. It's like really smooth and it's fun to touch. That sounded really weird. Possibly inappropriate. It's not fun to touch, it's paper. Paper's not supposed to be fun to touch. But yeah, the inlay is gorgeous. It's a complete replication of what was in the CD. And I think I said this in my Viking review, but I lost both this and Viking in CD form to my girlfriend at the time. And I lost them both around 2005, 2006, which sucks because I just got Viking a couple of years prior to that. And yeah, they're gone. So I'm glad that I was able to get these on cassette because cassettes are cool. And I actually have a cassette player with my old Panasonic stereo that I still use all the time. So I'm actually able to listen to them. The sound quality is excellent. They're loud. There's not a lot of tape hiss. These sound great. I suppose they sound inferior next to CD and vinyl and whatnot, but who cares? They sound incredible. And this record, as far as the music's concerned, and I don't know, like, when this came out back when I was a kid, I was really happy because up until that point, Rancid didn't really do a lot of side project. There wasn't anything. At this point, the Transplants hadn't released their first one. The guys in Rancid hadn't really done much outside of Rancid. They'd guested on a couple of songs here or there for other bands. But as far as having complete releases, there weren't any. And so for Lars to come out with this, and of course, all the songs are written by him or him and Tim. So this, in a lot of ways, just makes it sort of like a Rancid record in a sense because they do the lion's share of the writing for Rancid's music as well. I mean, the only thing, of course, that's missing is Tim and Matt are not singing anywhere on this release. Tim is on Viking, but Matt's nowhere to be found on either of them. But these songs, I found that the Viking was more polished, and Viking, I love Viking. Like, I love every song off that. And I do love every song off this too, but I do find there's an intro, so there's one less song. My favorite song on here is Vietnam. Absolutely. I love that song. I love the story it tells because I love how a lot of people seem to forget just how much Vietnam vets have gone through, both in the war and post-war when they've come home and how poorly they were treated. And that song does a really good job of summing up one vet's experience. Now, whether or not it's authentic or if it was invented for the song, I have no idea. But I really love that song. It's incredibly fun. It's catchy. It's meaningful. It has a lot of heart. And I've been in love with that song for like 20 years. Dead Americans on here. To Have and to Have Not, of course. That was like the big single that actually did fairly well from this. Wine and Roses, Antisocial, 10 Plagues of Egypt. This is a kick-ass record, but when compared to Viking, this sounds raw and rugged, whereas Viking sounds very, I don't want to say clean, but clean-ish and very polished, I suppose. Whereas this, you could have argued at this point that this was going to be a one-off. And I wish that they'd released a third album. I think everybody has. And I know that Lars has gotten tired of answering that. And he said a long time ago that right, the last one, Viking, came out back in 2003. And here it is, 2022 now. So it's not going to happen. But still, it would have been nice. There could have been a trilogy. I think I'm repeating myself. I'm pretty sure I said all this in the review for Viking. But yeah, this record's amazing, and I was really excited to get my hands on this because it's something else from Rancid, you know? It's Lars and Tim from Rancid doing something else entirely, because the songs on here, they don't sound anything like Rancid stuff at all. They have their own sound, they have their own feel, they have their own drive, their own purpose. It's a completely independent thing from Rancid, and that's what I've actually kind of grown to really come to expect from the guys on Rancid. Whenever they do something else, it's so radically different than everything they've done with Rancid, so you know it's going to be fresh and unique. Like the Transplants, for example, if you don't love them, I don't love them, but nonetheless, you can't deny the fact that they are incredibly unique sounding, and they've written some really catchy songs, like California Babylon. I love California Babylon, and I don't know, I don't really like Travis Barker. I don't like him at all. Gets on my nerves. Every time I see him, I just want to fucking punch him in the throat. But I hate that he's a part of it. But I love that Tim's there. I don't like Skinhead Rob. He acts too tough for me, and I hate that macho horse shit. But nonetheless, if you don't like the Transplants, they're still doing something really unique. And the same with this, as well as Viking. These two albums they have their own personality, and they have their own purpose, like I said. And I'm done repeating myself. So I'm going to stop now. So thank you so much for sitting with me and making it all the way to the end of my review of Lars Frederiksen and the Bastard's self-titled debut that was released on Hellcat and Epitaph way back in the early 2000s, possibly 2000. I don't remember. And if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for someone. And if you didn't like the review, still do something nice for someone, because it's an awesome thing to do. And thank you so much. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.